Howdy, y'all. Let's talk about something. See, all the time I hear people say, I heard from God, this or that. And, I've said it before, I have heard from God. I've felt conviction about different things. But, let's discuss something unique about that. We don't always understand what God is calling us to do. We just don't. We are never fully going to understand God's plan until we get to heaven and we meet Him. Sometimes we are not going to understand what He wants us to do or why He wants us to do it, but it is imperative that we follow His instructions. So I was listening to the book of Exodus, and I believe it's chapter 16. That's where they get the manna on the ground. And God told Moses, there will be manna for your people to eat on the ground. Go out in the morning and harvest 2 quarts per person according to how many is in his household. But do not harvest more than what you need for the day, except for the day before the Sabbath. You are not to go out and harvest manna on the Sabbath. You are to gather twice as much the day before. He also said, do not leave any sitting out from the day before. Every other day, do not leave any sitting out from the day before. Well, what happens? Well, the Israelites, they're scared. They don't fully trust in God. And we are guilty of the same thing. We have times where we don't fully trust in God. But that's not my point. The Israelites, they leave manna sitting on the ground. They leave manna sitting out for them to eat the next day. And what happens? They get up and it says that the bread had bred worms and it stank. So they left this bread sitting out and maggots got into it and it stank. Of course it stinks. You got maggots in it. Well, what happens on the Sabbath? They get up and the manna is just fine. Nothing is wrong with it. There is no worms in it. How is that possible? It defies all human logic. It shouldn't be possible. It is only possible because the Lord willed it to be possible. That is what He wanted to happen. We do not always understand what He is calling us to do, but it is imperative that we do it His way. It is imperative that we do it how He wants it done. It is imperative that we do what He wants. See, if we are following what He has instructed us to do, He will provide a way. See, they had seen firsthand that if they left the manna out, it would grow worms and it would not be edible. But on the Sabbath, it was edible because that is what the Lord had instructed. We're not always going to understand what He wants us to do or why He wants us to do it that way. But it is imperative that we follow His instruction to a T. God bless you, be with you. Lord, have mercy on you. Amen.